Welcome to all the students. In this session, today we'll see the what do you mean by Coriolis compound of acceleration. Now Coriolis compound of acceleration means what? Now here we consider, now this is a link OP and link number 1 is fixed, link number 2 is the link OP, link number 3 is the slider B. Okay. Now what happens here? When the slider B comes at this particular position, so point A is coincide with the slider B. Okay. So now Coriolis component of acceleration comes into the picture when any slider which is moving along the rotating link. Now what happened in previous section, what we have learned, this slider which is having a reciprocating motion inside the fixed link. But here what happens, this particular link OP, it is not fixed, it is having some rotary motion. So here we consider, now suppose the slider which is moving along the link OP, at the same time the link OP having rotary motion, it goes to the next position. So slider B shifted to the position B1. So this link OP turns through an angle theta. So in this case, Coriolis compound of acceleration comes into the existence. Now the main thing is what here, we have to find out its magnitude and direction. Now what do you mean by Coriolis compound of acceleration? Now here we consider acceleration of slider B. Now acceleration of slider B with respect to point A. So we know that acceleration having two components, radial and tangential. So radial component of acceleration of slider B with respect to A, and another one is what, tangential component of acceleration of B or of slider B with respect to coincident point A. So this tangential component of acceleration of slider B with respect to point A is known as Coriolis component of acceleration. So here its equation is, its magnitude is 2 into V into omega. Now 2 into V into omega, the derivation of this equation is given in the book, so you can refer it. That is not an important issue, but important is how to decide its direction and what is its magnitude. So magnitude is not 2 into multiplied by velocity. So what is V? V, it is the linear velocity of slider B with respect to coincident point A. And omega means what? Angular velocity of link OP. Okay, so here what happens? What do you mean by Coriolis? When Coriolis compound of acceleration comes into existence, when any slider which is moving along the rotating link, when that link is not fixed, then Coriolis compound of acceleration comes into the picture. Then the acceleration of slider B with respect to point A. Point A is on the link OP. So when the slider comes at this particular position, point A is coincide with slider B. So acceleration of slider B with respect to it has two components, radial and tangential. So tangential component of acceleration of slider B with respect to A is known as Coriolis component of acceleration. Then its magnitude is 2 into V into omega. V means linear velocity of slider B with respect to coincident of point A, and omega is angular velocity of link OP along which is having motion. Okay. So now the next part we will see the how to decide the direction. So now here we consider 4 possible cases to decide the direction of Coriolis component of acceleration. Okay. Now, what are the possible 4 cases? Now, here we consider what is the basic principle is that the velocity vector v is we have to rotate through 90 degree along the direction of rotation of that particular link OP. Now, here we consider slider velocity of b with respect to coincident point A. So now here the direction of velocity vector v is upward and the rotating link OP which rotates in the clockwise direction. So we have to rotate this velocity vector through 90 degree in the clockwise sense. So this is the direction of Coriolis component of acceleration. Now what happens in this case? Velocity of slider B with respect to A, it's that is radially inward direction or radially downward. Now link OP rotates in the clockwise sense. So we have to rotate this velocity vector V through 90 degree in the clockwise sense. So here this is the direction of velocity vector, direction of Coriolis component of acceleration. In third case, here that velocity vector V is radially upward. That is the velocity of slider B with respect to coincident point A, and direction of rotation of link OP is anti-clockwise. So here we have to rotate the velocity vector V through 90 degree in the anti-clockwise sense. So this is the direction of Coriolis component of acceleration. Now the last possible case is what? Vector V is radially inwards. A slider is moving in the downward direction and the direction of rotation of the link is anti-clockwise. So here we have to rotate this velocity vector V through 90 degree in the anti-clockwise sense. So that is 2 into V into omega. So this is the direction of Coriolis component of acceleration. So these are the 4 possible cases of the direction of Coriolis component of acceleration. So this is the procedure to decide the direction of Coriolis component of acceleration. In the previous session, what we have learned? What is the magnitude of Coriolis component of acceleration? 2 into V into omega. V means what? Velocity of slider with respect to coincident point, and omega it is the angular velocity of rotating link. So Coriolis component of acceleration comes into the picture when any slider which is moving along the rotating link, then this is the magnitude, and these are the possible 4 cases of direction of Coriolis component of acceleration. Okay, so in the next lecture we will solve one problem on Coriolis component of acceleration. Thank you.